Well, today is cleaning day aboard Linnea, and we are trying to get rid of all that salt water that we got in the boat on Christmas Eve from that breaking wave that crashed inside and in the entire cockpit and just soaked me and everything else in its way. So we're checking the outdoor lockers because we saw that there was some spray that had been pushed through the hatches, and we are lifting all the floorboards to clean underneath, because even though we try to clean as much as possible out at sea, we simply could not just lift the floorboards in those heavy waves. So that's for today, and it's a bit harder because there's squalls passing by even now and then we just have to cover everything up and take a break. So it's a slow process, but we are getting somewhere at least.
Have some salt spray in the aft locker here, so I'm cleaning off all the salt and checking everything if so there's not standing some salt water in among our stuff. It's not much, but it's a little spray in there. Wow, an intense rain squall just arrived, all when I was cleaning, so yeah, we put like an old sun protection canvas over all the stuff in the cockpit, and it rains like crazy. And this side was a bit worse. There's not that much salt water, but still there's like these salt crystals everywhere. So there is some spray more on this side. Rain and stuff doesn't affect the water tightness, but we have had like a couple, 3-4 waves crashing into the cockpit. And when the pressure from that wave comes, then the water like presses in also into the lockers. Yeah, it's not often that we take waves over us, but when we do, it gets a bit wet. Not that much, but still the salt and the water is everywhere.
Vad vill du att jag ska göra?
Där. Oh! Oh. Oh.
How did that go?
Yeah, it's a hard work getting the floorboards in the locker back. You cannot go down there while doing it, and it's quite deep, so I was a struggle to get up again.
You got stuck?
Yeah, I got stuck. Yeah, a tiny bit. Sweet and salt water. Oh, it's a new thing. Brackish.
The reason why I've got water inside the boat was because just like now we were running the water maker, and then we put this hose outside through this hatch, and it was a pretty calm morning and the waves were pretty even and nice, But of course, just as we had this open, there was one wave that crashed over us, soaking the entire boat from side to side and also the entire cockpit. So water came flooding down here. I was on the other side and got a full seawater shower because I was doing the dishes. And in the same time, the wave crashed into the cockpit and soaking everything there as well. So we only had one of those waves, and of course it was when we ran the water maker. So a bit bad luck. We normally try to keep all the hatches closed at all times, but yeah, that's how we make water right now. And we knew since the weather was going to be rougher the coming days, we thought that we should make some water while it was still okay. But yeah, it really wasn't. So that's why we have so much cleaning to do. Everything in the bilge looks pretty okay. There was a bit of water around the food, but nothing has gotten destroyed, so that's good. And our secret stash of beer is intact. And yeah, we're soon done cleaning out this entire mess. Ever since the last week on the crossing, we noticed that we had these barnacles starting to grow in the aft of the boat. So today we are going to try out our new snorkeling gear for the first time and see if we can get them off. They're easy to just point away with your finger, so it shouldn't be that much of a hazard, but I have almost never snorkeled, so I'm super beginner at this, and the snorkel man here has done it a few more times, so but yeah, with some practice it should be fine, I think. How hard can it be? The hull is clean, or at least cleaner, and now we know that I have no natural talent of snorkeling, and these were definitely not beginner's waves. I think I had more water in my mouth than outside sometimes, but I almost got the hang of it by the end of these 2 hours, so it can only get better. We're going into Le Marin today to do some provisioning, and it looks like it's going to be a wet ride. There's wind waves already in the anchorage, and since we need to go around the corner around the land here, it's going to be even more open water, and I have a feeling it's going to be wavy and wet. The thing is, it's more windy than it was supposed to be. So we thought today was going to be a really good day, but guess not. We found a spot where you are not allowed to leave the dinghy. So Marcus went upstairs to the marina store and I'm watching the dinghy. First store was a failure, so moving on to the next. So going to the next store means that we're going back to the dinghy and taking it, I don't know, like 5 minutes from here. It's back towards the boat, but it's still a little detour, so we had hopes that we could just solve everything here, but it didn't seem like they had gotten the groceries. It's Monday around lunchtime, so I don't know, maybe it would have been better to come here tomorrow, but yeah.
Looks like a big, in Sweden we call it canadensare. So it's not a kayak, it's other type of canoe, but it's super big, so there's like 7 people inside it.
It's a dinghy dock with shopping carts. So we just split up and I'm going to the third store. At least I'm trying to find it. And yeah, the second store they had a lot of stuff, but not everything. It's not that we need a lot of stuff after our provisioning in Tenerife, but there are a few things that we like on board and hopefully we can find them. I just realized that I left all the cards and cash with Marcus, so hopefully I can pay with my watch. Otherwise I might have to run back and get something to pay with. That went pretty well. I could pay and now it's back to the dinghy. Do you think I can fit?
Yeah, you can just lay here over everything, I think. That would be perfect. Sun protection.
Splash protection.
Splash and sun protection.
I don't know if it's because we're still in here, quite close to land, or if the weather actually has calmed down a bit, but feels good. I think that went pretty well. even though we had to go to all three stores to get what we wanted, we actually found most of it, and it only took like 4 hours, which is pretty good since just the dinghy ride back and forth is probably 1 hour. So now we're filled up again, and we have some fresh vegetables and fruits, some more drinks and milk. So yeah, super successful. Today we are leaving Martinique and sailing south to St. Vincent and the Grenadines. It's been great being here for almost 2 weeks, just land after the crossing and fix up the boat, tidy up and do some great hiking and stuff. Fill up with some fresh groceries and yeah, just chill for a few days. But now we're heading to more Caribic islands, and it will be a nice overnight sail there, I think. We expect to be there somewhere tomorrow morning, lunchtime, something like that, depending on the wind. And we'll see you there. So thanks for watching. I hope you liked to follow our crossing. And if you did and like to see more from our Caribic adventure, give the video a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, and see you next time. Bye guys, fair winds! If you like the videos we produce, please visit our Patreon page to find out how you can support the production. You'll find all the links in the description below.